Hi. So before I go on, you're gonna sigh disbelief because as you know, I'm going to talk about Queen. But listen, DC fans, you can actually connect this bit to the DC universe because this, what I'm about to talk about, connects everything, and it's about Paul Rector. I think that's how you pronounce it. Might as well be renting up the Paul Renter. Yeah. Oh, what an evil man. And so, if you haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody, go and see it. It's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, and uh, uh, I watched it, and it's encouraged me to get all this stuff about him. But what I've seen on the posts, as I say, you can any DC fan, they can listen to this and they can use this as a way of because what I'm going to be talking about, you can relate this to just about anything. And what I've been noticing about on the websites and stuff like that, or YouTube channels and or blogs and stuff, is some people believe that because of Freddie Mercury's age, that he was old enough to know better. Right, it shouldn't just all be Paul Rittner's fault and stuff like that, and that he's, he's in his 30s or 20s, whenever he met him anyway, he was mature enough to have known better about the parties and everything else. Well, I have to disagree with him, okay? Because if you've seen films like Blood Diamond, now Blood Diamond is based on a true story, and in that film you have people that are getting brainwashed from kids and stuff like that who love their mums and dads, right? You would think, you know, and because of the brainwash, can go out and kill their own, parents. Then you think of Nazis, and there's a lot of mature people there that, and because of the masses that some of these groups go to, it's you feel that you have to go and you have to belong to this mass organisation of people because that seems to be the norm and everything else doesn't seem to be. And these are mature people. Granted, they also started classes which taught hate from school upwards. But Adolf Hitler never went to that, and his armies and whatnot never went to that, and the way he talked, it influenced many people. He may have just influenced one person, but then that one person grew and grew and grew. Then you've got the Ku Klux Klan. You've got those cult followers, and innocent people that are just wanting answers and to make themselves feel good about their lives. Will join these cults, Scientology and stuff like that. So is it any? So what makes Freddie Mercury special? Well, Freddie Mercury was bullied from a very young age, and he witnessed a lot of horrors in his homeland, and so apart from being bullied about his teeth, which he then began to love in later life because he believed it was the one thing that helped give him those vocal ranges. But he was also an insecure man. Now I'm what you may call middle age. It's hard for me to accept that. But deep down, you are still that 18-year-old boy or 17 or 16-year-old boy deep down. Your own mums and dads or whatnot, they're still, they may act mature, they may act, but seriously, they're still young at heart. So the Peter Pan thing, they've still got their worries and their insecurities just as everything else. And everything that happens to you in school gets carried on forward in school. When you go into work, when you have kids, you are subjected to groups that you have to join and people in order for them to be friends. People stab each other in the back, people that you thought you were, and I'm talking from experience, people that mistreat the friendship and basically use you and stuff like that, and you're not seeing it. So it doesn't matter what age you are. You can be swept up by somebody that pays attention. Now, Freddie Mercury, he was the great pretender. He would go on stage and he would pretend, it was basically a confession when he sang the song. He would go on stage and perform, and I must sort of agree with that, because when I go out to the dancing and start doing my John Travolta, is nobody there knows me. I can be somebody else. As Jim Carrey's The Mask, when you put that on, you can become it. But when you're in your own house, when you're on your own environment and stuff like that, or when you get out of the showmanship, you become your true self. Just like Big Brother. There's only so much pretense you can put up. But when you have this person that comes into your life that seems to acknowledge what you're going on to, or pretend of what they're going on to, then that person can be very, very much manipulated into doing what this person says. And it doesn't matter the age, young, old, grand, whatever, it's manipulation. And you find this manipulation in religion, you find manipulation when it comes to, football teams, or just the way you do things in everyday life, and the comics and movies and everything else. And it's more of a struggle to try to be unique. Try to do something against the crowd. And that is why sometimes when you're like a fan of Zack Snyder or anything like that, you may be in the minority, but at least you're different. At least you're not following the masses. So I like you to let us know if you think you're not unique, or maybe if you've had experiences where, a friend of a friend or anything, or even yourself, may have been swept up and put into the wrong crowd. And there's another idea: drug use, misuse of drugs. There is people out there that, and we've seen it in movies so many times, and that is what Paul Rettner did. He filled Freddie with drugs and alcohol and everything. He was a bad influence, and he became dependent on that friendship. So maybe you've got some similar story where you felt that somebody was changing in your life. But as I say, it doesn't matter what age you are. And I just, hopefully, anyone who's watching this may gather strength and try to be unique. Be yourself and don't follow the crowd. Thank you.